You're welcome to VT Analytics. So in this video, I'm going to show you on how you can combine data in Power Query. So this is what we have this we have this folder here. Inside this folder contains the file for 20. This is file for 2020. This is for 2021. This is for 2022, 2023, and 2024. These are separate files, but we want to combine these files together so that we have a single file. So it will be in form of a single, instead of having all these files, everything now will be in a single file. And then after we do this, we're equally going to see, because this is from 2020 to 2024, we equally see if another file again is being sent to us, maybe for a different year, like for 2025, what are we going to do, and that we want it to be included in our combined data. How are we going to do this? So after we have done this, I will equally show you on how you can equally do another combination, because we do have different types of combination. We have when you merge a file, the number of columns that you have in that particular file is going to increase. When you instead go with what we call to append data, when you append your data, the number of rows is going to increase. So we are going to, what are we going to start with? We are going to append the data, all those folders that you have for 2020 up to 2024. We are going to append it, and by so doing, our number of rows are going to increase. So here, let us go and grab our folder. Go to get data, and then from the folder, this is our folder. We open it. Okay, so at this particular level, Power Query has already identified that this is a folder, and it's giving us some suggestion here what we want to do with this particular folder, with the files that are found inside this folder. If we expand it, it's asking us, do we want to combine and transform? Do we want to combine and load? Do we want to combine and load to? These are some of the options that that Power Query will give us. Or do we just want to load it? Or do we want to transform? Or we want to cancel? So we are going to take, so we can do the transformation from here, but let us take this other option. We go with transform data. And then here, if you come inside, you select a cell, you will see that you have 2020, file for 2020. You take this other one for 2021 up to 2024. So we have to combine these files found inside this particular column. We don't need these other attributes that we have. So we're going to right click this, remove other columns, and then expand this particular column. And this will automatically combine our data. That is is going to append our data. So as you can see, if you now come here, we have a single table that contains our file for 2020 up to 2024. And which method? We have used this method to call. This is the method that we have used in order to do this. So our next method that we are going to, and when, like I said earlier, when we use this method, the number of columns that we have increases. When we use this, the number of rows, sorry, when we use the append method, when we use this other one, the number of columns increase. And there are equally, your data needs to be structured in order for you to achieve this. Like this method that we have just used, all the files that we have, all the files from 2020 to 2022, they have the same structure. If you go there, you will see this year with the same header's name. You'll see this year, which would be for the other one should be 2020, 2021, 2022, etc. We have this project ID. We have this other one. That is actually the condition that's supposed to, that your data needs to be structured in order to achieve this type of combination. And then for merge, the combination, the merge will take place as a result of a column a column that is identical. Back to Excel. So as you can see, we have 252 and 52 rows inside here. Okay. Now, what we want to do, remember this data is from 2020 to 2024. We have received another data, that is this one for 2025, and we equally want to add it to this other table. So how are we going to do this? You just go here, you take that particular file, either you copy and paste, or you just drag and then you drop inside this folder. If we now go back to our main table, let's see if we have it. We don't have it yet. Why? We go to data. If we hit refresh, check the number of 252. If we refresh this, the number of rows should increase. If we hit our refresh button, as you can see, we have 310 rows because our data for 2025 has been added here. Okay, so let us see on how to append data now. So let us go back to Power Query Editor. We go back to Power Query. I want you to see, look at the number of columns. We have 20 columns here. So let me bring the other file. You go to Home tab, New Source, and then we take our data source, which is a text file. We grab this project detail lookup. We take OK. This one, our project lookup, we have 10 columns. And this other one, our work progress, we have 20, which implies that if we merge these two files together, we are going to have 30 columns. However, but after the merge, we are going to have but 29, and I will explain the reason. Okay, in order to do this, we still go to our Home tab, and then we take merge, we expand, we want as a new table. So here, we already have our work progress. We want to merge with which file. We come here, expand this, we take this other one. What actually again will enable us to do it? It is our primary key, which is this project ID key, because we have it here and we equally have the same column with the same numerical value inside these two tables that we have. We equally have different types of join. We have left outer, which is the one that we are going to use. We have full join. We have right join, etc. If you are working in maybe in Excel, that is actually what you will, in SQL, sorry. I think that is actually when you are writing your queries, that is what you will see, join, outer join, left join, etc. So let's take, okay, we have already connected these two data using our unique ID, that is the project ID. We take OK. Okay, when we take OK, this is our new, as you can see, we already have a new table called merge 1. Let us come here. Let us say we can call this full merge. Let's give it a name. Yes. However, when you look here, instead of seeing 30 columns, we have but 21. Why is it like this? Okay, let us check what happened. When you merge your data, this is actually, we just have a single table because we still have to do a couple of things in order to get the final result. So you come here under our project detail lookup, and then you expand this. So Power Query, it is asking us which of these columns, these are the columns that we have inside this file, which column do we want to keep? and which ones we don't want to keep it. Do we want all these columns to be included in our full merge? I don't. If we check like this one, we have project ID already here in our other table. So if we take it, we are going to have duplicate column. We don't. It is unnecessary. It is not necessary. So we are going to uncheck this one. As for the other columns, yes, we want that to be included. Yeah, use original column name as prefix. If we allow this particular one check, all our columns are going to have this name, project details lookup, rather than contractor name, license number, insurance provider, etc. So that is not what we want. We want our columns to have contractor name, this, because that is how it's supposed to be. So we uncheck and then we hit OK. As you can see, here we now have 29 columns. If we come here, you will discover that we have merged, we have been able to combine our data using the merge method. Okay, guys, so you have seen on how to do this, how to combine data. I have shown you the two methods, how you can combine data using the append method, and equally how to use the merge method, and how your data is equally supposed to be structured in order for your for this file to be merged. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget that we offer training in Excel. We offer training. We have training in data analysis. We have training every month. We usually start every month in Excel, where we teach you from basic to advanced Excel. We equally have another training in Power BI and SQL as well. So if you are interested, you can contact VT Analytics in order to book your spot for our next training. Thank you so much.